In the bracha of Rachem, we're in the middle of Rachem Hashem Elokeinu Yisrael Amecha Yerushalayim Yirecha V'Altziyah Mishkan Kvodecha V'Malchus Beis David Mashiachecha. We ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu to have Rachmanas on us. He should have mercy. He should bring back Eretz Yisrael. He should bring back the Beis HaMikdash. And if you think about it, it's very interesting. This bracha is, as we expect it to be, a bracha of Yerushalayim and the Beis HaMikdash. We know the first bracha we spoke about, the theme of the first bracha is Birchas Hazon, for food. The second bracha, Noida Lecha, is Birchas Haaretz. And the third bracha is what? Is for Yerushalayim and the Beis HaMikdash. But all of a sudden, in the middle of the bracha, what do we say? All of a sudden, we're talking about food again. We're talking about Parnasa again. But this is not the bracha for Parnasa. This is not the bracha for food. This is the bracha for what? For Yerushalayim and the Beis HaMikdash. So some of the Mefarshim ask, what's going on here? Why all of a sudden over here are we going back to talk about Zon, to talk about food, to talk about Parnaseinu, V'chalkalenu? What's happening over here? So one could just try to answer what they call balabatish, very simply. That listen, when are you mechuyev to say Birchas Hamazon? When you have food. When you have food, you're mechuyev to bench, right? And in benching, we also mention Eretz Yisrael and the Beis HaMikdash, but that we want in every single bracha to at least have a mention of what caused us to sit here, which is the food. Therefore, in the second bracha, we say Al Haaretz V'Al Hamazon, even though it's really a Birchas Haaretz. And here, we're also mentioning it, but we seem to be going on and on about it. It's not like one word. We shouldn't have to come out to people. Right? It's the crux of the bracha. So much of the center of the bracha is about food, when we're really supposed to be talking about Yerushalayim and the Beis HaMikdash. So some Mefarshim say that the Mishnah Masechta Saita. The Mishnah Masechta Saita in Perek Tes, Mishnah Yud Beis, says, Reb Shimon ben Gamliel, says, Mishum Reb Yeshua, Miyoyim Shechorav Beis HaMikdash, from the day the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed, Ein Yoyim She'ein By Klala. There's no day that there is no klala, that there is no curse, that there's not something that's negative for Klal Yisrael. V'lo yorad hatal livracha, and the tal and dew does not come down for a bracha. Right? What does that mean? That it used to be during the time of Eretz Yisrael and the Beis HaMikdash, what happened? When any area, when the tal came down, that gave a huge bracha to the food there. Since the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed, we don't have that anymore. And then he continues the Mishnah, V'nital tam ha'peiros. From the time of the destruction of Beis HaMikdash, the same flavor in those fruits. We learned about the meraglim being like these big, juicy, rich fruits. No longer. Rabbi Yossi says, Af nital shemen ha'peiros. Not only did the flavor, not only did the taste of the peiros was lost once the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed, but the whole richness, the whole nutrients, the whole everything. It's not those peiros that once was. So with this Mishnah, we could understand. When we're asking for Eretz Yisrael and we're asking for the Beis HaMikdash, we're not just asking for the Beis HaMikdash, that building where we're going to bring karbonis and see the Shechina and all the Dvarim Shebekdusha, but reminding ourselves, you just ate. You want to have a much better meal? We need back those peiros Eretz Yisrael. We need back those peiros from before the Churban Beis HaMikdash. So therefore, after we sit down to eat and we ask for the Beis HaMikdash, we remind ourselves the Beis HaMikdash, not only do we want it for all the Ruchni Shabbai, but even our meals will be so much more nourishing, will be so much more enriched if we had back the Beis HaMikdash. It's another reason to get us to want and desire Mashiach and the Beis HaMikdash. And therefore we put it here in the third bracha of part of Yerushalayim, part of the Beis HaMikdash would be having our fruits and vegetables, our shus haminim, our wheat, back to the way it once was.